I created this key art by using my personal AI workflow, a workflow that allows me to leverage AI strength while keeping creative control throughout. Here's how. Jumping into the main protagonist, we can see the final state. However, I had to go through a few steps to get there. Starting with a sketch, where I solidify the character design, anatomy, look and feel, a second pass with the values and material separation, and a third pass with a little polish and the base color for the materials. This will help AI to pick up some of the elements when we enter the next stage. We now move into ComfyUI to generate. Here, I feed the image on the left and combine it with a prompt. For the prompt, I'm trying to be as descriptive as possible and point out the most important elements. I'm referencing the belt, the leather boots, the white t-shirt, his stretched out arm, etc. This is so that the AI will hopefully track and bring out these elements from the sketch. I hit generate and it spits out the image on the right. You can see a preview of the before and after as I move the slider. What you'll notice is that the generated image sits very close on top of my original lines. That means that every new generation will remain in that approximate position. This is part of the magic of this workflow, one that opens up the possibility of collaging. For instance, I see that the hook has not rendered correctly, so I'm not going to use that. However, the hand and the boots are relatively close to something that I can use. I can also see that the belt looks okay, but it would need some overpaint. So after having generated enough images, I take it back to Photoshop to start collaging. I do some masking and start bringing in elements from other images, like for instance this pouch that I liked. I also picked this yo-yo, but then I decided I actually like this other one, finally adding the hook. When I feel happy with my Frankenstein image, it's ready to take back into the AI and start the process over again. Now, the generations are more precise as the AI has more grip. I generate a set of images until satisfied and move back to Photoshop for round 2 of collaging and overpainting, fixing the robe, the hat, the eyes, and with that, completing the body of the character. What is missing is the hook blaster, a unique weapon which requires a separate generation. That means same story from the top. Rough sketch, bring it into ComfyUI, generate a couple of images, bring it back into Photoshop, and repeat. Now the character is complete. I rinse and repeat this process for all the characters. Background is done separately. And to finish, just overall VFX and a little color correction. And that concludes my workflow on how to create key art by using AI generators while still keeping creative control over the process. If you found this video useful, please drop a comment. What is your experience on working with AI? And if you're interested in collaborating, please feel free to reach out.